Hey, anime screamers! Welcome to my top 10 list. It's going to get bizarre. For this, I'm going to do the top 10 worst things Dio Brando from Jojo Bizarre Adventure done on Jojo Bizarre Adventure. For this list, I'm going to do the worst deeds. The villain, the the douche, the king of all douchebags, the the victim, the very essence of his soul, the stand user of the world, Dio Brando, son of Dario Brando, and his worst deeds. I am the anime screamer, and I am the biggest fan of Jojo Bizarre Adventure. I am not joking. I am a big fan of Jojo Bizarre Adventure. Easy, Dio. I know. I know about Dio stand. I know about. I know. I know about J- Jonathan's grandson stand. I know about Jonathan's. I know about Jonathan's great grandson Jotaro's stand. Star Platinum. I know about stands. I know about Haman. Everything from the JoJo Mythos. This is the top 10. The worst things Dio Brando has done on JoJo Bizarre Adventure. These are worst deeds that Dio Brando has done. And I will actually do anime for now because I will get back to Meg, the Family Guy, in a little bit. But now, let's begin with the worst deeds of Dio Brando. Number 10, Killing Danny. Okay, Dio first came into Jonathan's life with a single goal to ruin it as much. After a brutal spat between the two, which the Joestar have a visit, he avenged himself by murdering his pet Danny. His pet Danny is a dog. Honestly, this is a huge blow for Jonathan Morrell, as Danny has been loyal since his childhood. He would die a cruel and humane death, one he was not undeserving. Honestly, Dio, it like um Quagmire beat up Brian or Chris injuring Brian. He actually like Quagmire beating Brian. He actually deserved it for not knowing that he related to Quagmire. He deserves it. But Danny did not deserve to be murdered by Dio. He is an innocent pup that he got killed by Dio in the anime and manga for just growling at Dio. It's not his fault. Dio just this is Dio. Number 9, devouring and Paladin. Honestly, when Dio was beginning to act, Jonathan act unusually chipper, despite how Brando was messing with him, his adopted brother knew something was wrong. He discovered that the source of his happiness was in a Puritan. After Dio was a Sir, Joestar was nowhere nearby. He and his friends corner Anna and harass her. Through her attempt to flee, he forced upon her and steal her kiss and the maidenhood. Once Jonathan finally reunited with her, she is timid and skittish and instantly knew he knew that the result of most fate clashes between the two siblings yet. Again, well, to tell you the truth, Dio. Sorry, I was messaging somebody. To tell you the truth, Dio stole her first kiss, and who does that? Stole a first kiss, and I'm not even going to say the first kiss was one thing, but stole her in this time. Dio stole well in the, back in the older country. If you stole somebody's virginity, you can't get married. Uh, you can't trust somebody to get married, and this when the rivalry crashed. Honestly, Dio did this to spite Jonathan. Number 9. Defiling the Dead. Dio required the power of the stone mask and resurrect two of the most reviled warriors of the land, Buford and Takus, to do his bidding. Their souls are Vossarus and Lash, Jossy and Ralph on Joestar's allies. Through Jonathan is able to prevail against them, it would not be without a grave cause. Zippy gave his life for the success. His chest was ripped off by Tuska's fury. Before he died, he infused his greatest pupil with his remain Haman, and greatly argumented with him for battle. Honestly, he defiled the dead and bring back two renowned warriors, Bufa and Toscus, and make them go on rampage and killed Baron Zippy. Who defiled the dead like that? Who? Who? Number 7, Poison Jojo Star. Before Dio and after Dio and Jonathan had grown up, their father, George Joestar, grew seriously ill, and through Brando attended bedside, it discovered that Joestar that he was poisoned him through to bequeath him with an agonizing death. And despite that fact, that delivered Dio from poverty and gave him the benefit of doubt, troubling even treat him like his own son. Later, it would result him without a demise, and expanded strength remained that in him to save Jonathan from his life. Honestly, George Joestar actually loved Dio like a son, and Dio poisoned him to give him a bit agonizing death. Who poisoned their adopted father like that? Who? Dio is one sick son of a bitch, and he should rot in the ground. Number 6. Attempted to make Paco's sister a vampire. Paco was a small boy that lured Jonathan and Zippy to want what he had presumed to be their certain doom. After he was recovered, he revealed that Dio had kidnapped his sister and were attempted to turn her into a vampire thaw. She refused to. Dio set on one of his blood-sucking minions upon her, frightened and insult for rejection of his gift. Unfortunately, Jonathan saved her life before any harm could come to her, thwarting Brando machine in the process. Who kidnapped Paco's sister, attempted to turn her into a vampire, and and refused to and and she refused. Dio, you're just one sick son of a bitch. Killing Jonathan. We're at number 5, and after Dio's body was destroyed by Jonathan's hormone, Dio actually retrieved one of his millions. His head was secure and spent time on uh, Joestar and Pantanus would be spend time together on, and using a clever ruse to lure Jonathan to him. He would spring his attack in during his adopted brother throat, and nearby his ruin his attack to conduct hormone. Said the Fury Inferno. It later revealed that Brando was successfully stolen Jonathan's body for himself, and this made him one of the Jojo villains to actually succeed in his story. Honestly, he actually did kill Jonathan. And this actually make everybody sad, and this is one of the saddest story arcs. Fuck you, Dio. Fuck you. Excuse me, guys. I can't tell you where. Okay, I'm back. Number 4 is killing Nuke Saku. When Joro Kujo and his allies finally arrive at Dio's manor and defeat his attendants, Vanilla Ice and Darby the player, they demand Nusaku lead them to Brando himself. Having no other choice, they guide him to his coffin, where Dio was resting. He gave him his plain warning to explain him by to find him and his side, but not Brando, not Brando own, using his stand to freeze time. He had frozen time, kill him, and place his body in in, in his stead. Honestly, who actually killed Nuka Saku? He actually killed his own ally. Not even his own ally is safe. Honestly, his own ally is not safe from Dio's wrath. Number 3, brain parasite. While Dio was able to sway a number of followers, some was the most talented and convinced by material. Never one denied Dio affected power-up a Kagurian with brain parasite that would affect make them way override their personality and certainly tells in their behavior. And Honorary gives the two Joe stars the most useful allies earlier into the quest to bring down Dio for the down for good. Honestly, who makes a brain parasite for their allies and make sure they obey them and control override their personalities? Who? Well, Dio does. Wow. Fuck you, Dio. Fuck you. Number 2. Create an army of stain users. Dio actually have a number of stain users that users that Dio was able to throw at Jotaro and his friends that are able to through some of his minions are very powerful and had the Stand arrow. And Alyssa of the shortly after. The Everest and the problem with the stand arrows. Nature most likely killed its target with a gift them with a new ability and number of servants at Dio disposal. Several of them are graveyard to create. Honestly, he created an army of stain users, but most of them are mostly dead because he tried to create an army of stain users. Who does that? Who? Who? Number one, kill Kakagorian. Kakagorian stood up against Dio in his full power of his hepatic green and how Goblin outmatched a desperate hero that face of villains at the projectiles that Kakagorian that his stand flat out his chest. Unlike Joseph Joestar, this would not be able to injure Kakagorian could recover from with his last morsel strength. However, he was able to reveal Dio's secret, unlocking the key in defeating him. Honestly, Dio is not a stranger of killing people, and but he killed an animal. Honestly, there is something wrong. Dio is nothing more than a overbearing and topic of race. One of the he is such a he nothing more. Well, let's see. Dio morality scale. He is we actually Dio would have he not loyal to his followers. He actually brainwashes them and kills his followers. He defiles a girl Jonathan loves. He killed his father, his adopted father. He he even poisoned his own father. I am not joking. He poisoned his own father. He also caused events events of Stone Ocean that will of Stone Ocean. And more on that. This is Anime Screamer on the top 10 worst. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.